Hi, my name's Lyndon, and I was reading in Mark recently, towards the end of chapter 4, it says that as evening drew in, Jesus said to his disciples, let's get into the boat and go to the other side. And it reminded me of a time a couple of years ago when I was going through quite a stressful time. Things were not simple as I'd like them to be, and I couldn't sleep. And I said to the Lord in the middle of the night, I just feel like I'm drowning. And I just felt God whisper, get into the boat. And like a stroppy teenager, I said, why should I get into the boat? Where are we going? I felt God whisper, to the other side. And it seemed so obvious when he said it. Of course, he was going to take me to the other side of what we were going through. And it seems to me as I read in Mark, where Jesus said to the disciples, let's get into the boat and go to the other side. His intention was to take them through the storm to the other side of the lake. And there they met the demon-possessed man. And Jesus healed him, delivered him, and we see him clothed and in his right mind. The crowds came. Everyone was excited to see what had happened to this man who'd been around them all their lives probably. And he was now in his right mind. The owners of the pigs were not too pleased. But then Jesus said to the disciples, let's get back in the boat and go back to the other side. And when they got to the other side, they were met by Jairus, whose daughter was dying. And Jesus went along with him, and they didn't just get to the other side of Jairus' crisis. They were met again with a crowd. A lady who was desperate for healing touched the hem of his garment. And Jesus stopped, had time. For Jairus, this must have felt like a storm. His daughter was dying. But Jesus was intent on taking this lady to the other side of her crisis. And also then took Jairus to the other side of his crisis and healed his daughter. And the more I thought about this, the more it seems to me that Jesus' intent with all of us is to take us to the other side. That's why he came, to take us through crises, to take us to the other side of storms, take us through things we don't understand to the other side, and ultimately one day to the other side, to be with him forever. And this is just another example of the grace of God, the mercy of God, that he meets us just where we are, in the middle of our storm, and said, let's go to the other side. Because he knows where the other side is, and he's more than capable of taking us through whatever circumstances we're facing and whatever situations look like. His intent is to take us by the hand, take us to the other side. I hope you have a great week.